Hey there gamers! I've still not been able to put down the incredible Hades 2. Every run is a total roller coaster and I have rage quit more times than I can count. Still, it always keeps me coming back with more secrets and Easter eggs hidden around every corner. So today we're checking out 21 secrets you missed in Hades 2. Like and subscribe for more Ezlilyy and do let me know your favorite secret in the comments below. Spoiler alert for some character reveals as you progress through the game. We start off with the reveal of Hades himself as a prisoner of Kronos. Cerberus is nearby, but more interestingly, you can see Baldy in the background as well if you look closely. He clearly hasn't been rolling up and down any hills lately, since he is complete with a mossy beard. Hades mentions that Cephesus has Baldy to keep him company until others arrive. Did our favorite optimist escape the underworld yet again? The supportive shade from Hades 1 is back. You can find him hanging out at the entrance to the 4th region of the underworld. If you interact with him enough, you can use the Tablet of Peace to send him to the crossroads. Here you can speak with him next to Scalumius, and he will be happy to hear that Zagreus is doing okay. The gods are a vain bunch for sure. If you have a particular god's boon, they'll expect you to pick them again when faced with a double boon room. If you don't and use their own boon in the counter, they will begrudgingly assist you against themselves. Pretty funny when you think about it. They're giving you adversity, yet can't resist showing off their power when you ask for help. One of the most meta character choices has to be Achilles in Hades 1 and Odysseus in Hades 2. It's funny because Achilles is the protagonist of Iliad and Odysseus is the protagonist of its sequel. But it goes even deeper. In Hades 2, if you check out Odysseus' codex entry, it will refer to him as a man of many ways. This is actually a reference to the first lines of the Odyssey itself, where he is described in a similar fashion. I am loving how this game has expanded my knowledge of Greek mythology. Besides the codex entries, some references to famous tales or characters are found in throwaway lines of dialogue, like Apollo mentioning a gentle prince named Hyacinth. I read up on this and found something quite interesting. Apollo and Hyacinth were deeply in love, so much that Apollo abandoned his sanctuary to spend time with this mortal. They passed their time with friendly competitions such as discus throwing. During one of these, Apollo's throw mortally struck Hyacinth, and Apollo was unable to revive him. From the spilled blood of his lover, Apollo created Hyacinth's flower as a way to preserve his memory and beauty. The mythos continues that Apollo eventually did manage to retrieve Hyacinth from the underworld and take him to Olympus. But from the in-game dialogue, this doesn't seem to have happened yet. Polyphemus is a giant cyclops shepherd who is intent on blocking your path. But there is more to this colossus than what meets the eye. Some of his moves contain waves and earthquakes, which gives the first hint to his parentage. His kick even looks like a mere red version of Poseidon's ocean swell. But the best clue has to be his painted nails and hair of the same color as the god of the sea. In Odyssey, Polyphemus calls upon Poseidon to sink the ship of Odysseus after being tricked and blinded by the adventurer. Blink and you'll miss it. When interacting with Athena, look at her shield. I let the game go idle to get a snack. When I came back, I swear the shield blinked at me. I felt like I was losing my mind at first cause I haven't touched grass for quite some time. But no, the Medusa head does blink. Just don't look into its eyes or you may get stoned. Have you noticed that the Wings of Chaos are actually watching you? There's a lot to unpack in their appearance, but I like this little detail that shows how their sight is not bound by any particular plane. Kinda spooky. This one will be no surprise if you are a pro. Beat a boss without taking any hits, and chances are they will comment on your prowess. Kronos is particularly disappointed, which makes it all the more sweet. And speaking of meta reactions, have you ever tried to pause the game while fighting Kronos? The god of time will not be amused by this, since you are basically freezing time itself. It reminds me of Hades chuckling when you hover over the options to give up on your run in the previous game. When looking closely at Kronos, it's difficult to miss the golden patterns on their skin. It looks like a tattoo of sorts, but when you think about it, it makes a lot of sense that they are actually scars from being chopped to pieces by the Olympians. Their golden color is very likely a reference to the Japanese art of Kintsugi, where broken items are repaired with gold. Kronos, like many other Olympians, has ichor running through his veins. It's often described as a shimmering golden substance. It adds a lot of depth to Kronos' mission of vengeance, since he is constantly reminded of his first defeat and takes strength from it. Like its predecessor, the environments of Hades 2 are packed with collectible resources. You can now dig or mine certain spots for minerals, even while in the middle of combat. It deals an extra dose of disrespect to your opponent, and some bosses like to comment on it. Most feel insulted, except for Hecate, who calmly asks if you got anything good. I got a rare encounter where Scylla asked Melinoe to throw the fight to impress the Siren's mysterious interest. So I did that, and upon my return, Melinoe asks if she got anything good from it. It seems Scylla's interest was not impressed and probably ghosted her. So if you get this dialogue, don't ruin a perfectly good run for nothing. When you fight the enhanced version of Scylla, she will sing a new song called Rock and a Hard Place. At first, I assumed this was just a reference to the difficulty of the fight itself, but after some little digging, I found this expression actually originates from the Odyssey as well. In its original form, the expression goes, between Scylla and Cerberus. This game continues to amaze. Plus, I noticed that the level music leading up to the fight changes as well to match the new song. The Song of his Siren has led many adventurers to a watery grave. I do love Scylla's song, but it can get a bit overwhelming at times. I get it, Scylla, you're gonna claw out my eyes. Great. If you had enough of her vocal assault, try simply muting the game's music before entering the fight. Scylla will be affronted by this, but you won't care. Again, awesome music, but it's nice to have the option to tune it out every once in a while. One of the more entertaining perks you can get from Circe is the enlarged or minimized Melinoe. This will affect your sprite and voice when interacting with others.
Did it work?
As well as our icon when moving on the big map. Like any other strangeness, you will get a lot of comments on your new size. And even Dionysus will give you his 2 cents. There's been a lot of debate on who's the strongest in the game. Some say it's our protagonist, while others favor Zeus, Selene, or even Zagreus. The last one could be true since Zag clearly has the power to disrupt our entire story arc. It can't be any of the bosses we face since we canonically beat them repeatedly. I personally thought it might be Hecate since she does appear to be holding back a lot during our fight with her. But thankfully, all these theories can now be put to the rest. The strongest is without a doubt these uncrushable mushrooms in Erebus. They will disappear when you step on them, but regrow quickly within a few seconds. Teach me your secrets, you resilient shrooms. The beauty of this game is found in noticing new details that were in plain sight all along. I only recently realized that our world map is actually the table of Odysseus. His bag with tokens for Mel and companions is seen off to the side. Want to get the most from your fountains? Few feelings are worse than beating an area boss with only a tiny bit of health and 0 revives. If things are looking dire, don't forget to switch to the keepsake of Narcissus before healing. Not only will you get more health, but one of your common boons will get a welcome upgrade as well. If you heal too quickly before doing this, don't worry, you can exit to the main menu and reload for another shot. In the first room heading up to the surface, you may notice a waterfall flowing down into the underworld. The river is filled with bodies at first, and as it progresses, we can see shades starting to form. I've always marveled at Hades 1 and 2's ways of showing the circle of life, and this has to be one of my favorite details in that regard. I've been playing with a PS5 controller and only recently noticed that your controller's color will change depending on which god you're interacting with. Just another way that they force their presence and vanity onto you. So there you have it, 21 secrets you missed in Hades 2. I hope you found this video as entertaining as it was to make, and let me know your favorite secrets in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more Ezlilyy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!